One person went from looking like this to looking like this in just 30 days. Another person went from looking like this to looking like this in just 30 days. And a third person went from looking like this to looking like this in just 30 days. But you might be thinking, okay, but how is this possible? So listen up, because I'm going to let you in on a little secret. All three of these people were me. And I want you to do the same thing that I did to transform your body in just 30 days. I have spent the last 6 years researching, experimenting, and studying what it takes to build muscle, burn fat, and live a healthy lifestyle. And today I'm going to give you all of the secrets that I learned along the way. For example, I am going to teach you how to get stronger muscles without spending hours at the gym every day. I am also going to share with you the exact meal plan that I followed to lose 20 pounds of body fat in just 4 weeks. And finally, I'll tell you exactly how I stay motivated when life gets in the way so that you can achieve success even when things get tough. But before we dive into that, let me ask you something. Are you ready to commit to becoming healthier in the next 30 days? Because if you are, then please write, "I am ready" in the comments below. So I know that you're really serious about making a change. Now if you wrote, "I am ready," then you should also know that there's no pill, powder, or potion that's going to help you reach your goals faster. Instead, you need to follow 4 simple steps. Now step number 1 is to get your mind right. And although that sounds simple, most people fail to do this and they end up quitting early. For example, you might be saying to yourself, "Well, I'm too busy to exercise or eat healthy." And I've heard this excuse before. But here's the thing, you always have time for the things that you really want to do. It's just a matter of prioritizing and committing. And if you don't have time for exercise or healthy food, then you need to make time. You can start by setting aside just 15 minutes each day for your new routine and work from there. Or you could try breaking up your workouts into smaller sessions throughout the day. For example, instead of trying to exercise for 30 minutes straight, you could break it up into 3 10-minute sessions. This can help you stay motivated and make it easier to fit exercise into your busy schedule. You can also use technology to your advantage. There are tons of great fitness apps out there that can help you track your progress and stay on track. Step 2 is to set realistic goals. It's important not to try and do too much too soon. Instead, set small achievable goals and celebrate your successes along the way. And remember, even though you may not see results immediately, that doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. It just means that you need to stick with your plan and be patient. Now, step 3 is to focus on the process rather than the outcome. In other words, focus on what you're doing rather than the end result. When you focus on the process, you're able to make better decisions because you're not distracted by thoughts of losing weight or gaining muscle. So whenever you're feeling off track, just focus on the process and trust that the results will come. And step 4 is to get support from friends and family. Having a support system can make a huge difference when you're trying to make lifestyle changes. So talk to your loved ones about your goals and ask for their support. If you need additional support, consider joining online communities or working with a coach or a personal trainer. Now that you understand the basics of making a lifestyle change, let's get into the nitty-gritty. First up, we've got nutrition. I am gone. Keep this part simple because the truth is that you don't need to overcomplicate things. Just cut out all of the junk food and replace it with whole nutritious meals. For example, instead of eating cookies and cake, start eating fruits and vegetables. And instead of drinking soda and juice, start drinking water and tea. That's literally all you have to do to see a big difference in your body composition. Speaking of body composition, you might be wondering how much protein you should be eating per day to maximize muscle growth. Well, I used to think that I needed to eat a pound of chicken breast every day to see results. But the truth is that you don't need to eat that much protein to see results. In fact, most people eat way too much protein, and it ends up converting into body fat. The general recommendation is that you should eat between 73 and 106 grams of protein per day. But the best way to figure out how much protein you need is to experiment. Try eating different amounts of protein and see how your body reacts. You can also use a free online calculator to help you determine your needs. Based on my own experience, I found that the sweet spot for me was around 80 grams of protein per day. Anything more than that, and I would feel sluggish and bloated. Anything less than that, and I wouldn't see as much muscle growth. Another thing you might be wondering about is supplements. Should you take them? Will they help you get results faster? Well, the truth is that supplements are just that. Supplemental, they're not going to make up for a poor diet or a lack of exercise. In fact, some supplements can actually hinder your progress if you're not careful. For example, protein powder can cause weight gain if you don't use it properly. The only supplements that I recommend taking are a multivitamin and creatine. A multivitamin is a good way to ensure that you're getting all of the essential nutrients that your body needs, especially if you're struggling to eat a balanced diet. Creatine, on the other hand, is a natural substance that's produced by your body, and it helps you regenerate ATP, which is the energy currency of your cells. Taking creatine supplements can help you increase your strength and performance during exercise. However, it's important to note that both supplements can cause side effects if you abuse them. so be sure to speak with your healthcare provider before taking any supplements. Next up, let's talk about exercise. I used to think that I had to spend hours in the gym every day to see results, but I've since learned that you do need to spend that much time exercising to see results. In fact, it's better to focus on quality over quantity when it comes to exercise. So instead of spending hours in the gym, aim to do high-intensity interval training, or HIIT. For short, I know you probably haven't heard of HIIT before, but it is actually a very effective form of exercise that alternates between intense bursts of activity and periods of rest or low-intensity activity. HIIT can help you burn calories and improve your cardiovascular health in a shorter amount of time compared to traditional cardio, so it's perfect for people who are short on time. Plus, it can help boost your metabolism and burn fat even after your workout is over. In terms of how often you should be exercising, I recommend working out at least 3 times per week. Again, you don't need to spend hours in the gym to see results. Just focus on quality over quantity. And if you want to learn some quick and easy exercises that you can do at home, try doing jumping jacks, burpees, mountain climbers, and squats. Now, let's talk about motivation. Staying motivated can be difficult, especially when you're trying to make lifestyle changes. But here are a few tips that help me stay motivated, even when things got tough. Tip no. 1 is to remind yourself why you're doing this in the first place. Are you trying to improve your health? Are you trying to feel more confident in your body? Whatever your reasons, write them down and keep them somewhere where you can see them every day. Tip no. 2 is to focus on the positive. Every time you catch yourself thinking negatively, stop and focus on something positive. This can be a helpful way to reframe negative thoughts and make them more manageable. And tip no. 3 is to reward yourself for reaching milestones. This doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just make sure to celebrate your successes along the way. This will help you stay motivated and on track towards achieving your goals. In conclusion, you can transform your body in just 30 days by following a few simple steps. Make sure to get your mind right, set realistic goals, focus on the process rather than the outcome, and get support from friends and family. Pay close attention to your nutrition, exercise, and motivation. And if you can stick to these steps, I guarantee that you'll see results in just 30 days. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a comment below letting me know how your health journey is going. Also, if you're looking for additional motivation and tips on how to transform your body, check out this video over here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.